Welcome back to MGAM TV, and today we are doing music, and we are doing Editor's album, The Weight of Your Love. That's not in the thing at all, sorry, I was pissing about. John?
I did really like it because I do like the Editors. I like the stuff that they do.
You like the previous albums?
Yeah, I do like the previous albums. Yeah. There's certain tracks that stand out for them, like Papillon. I really like that. It's kind of like a kind of dancey kind of edge to it as well. So that's one of the reasons why I really liking my dance music as well. But yeah, an all round a really good, this new one, a really good album. One that I've loved having in my car all week. And will continue to have in my car.
Oh, so it's going to stay on your iTunes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Trademark. Stay on your iTunes library.
Yeah.
Joe, did you like it?
I did like it. It's a good album, good tunes, interesting.
You don't look too happy about it. It's a generic crap coming out of your mouth. No, enjoyable. What I wrote down on the sheet.
My main problem is that it was a letdown for me for Editors.
So it was shit.
No, it wasn't shit. It was a good album, but it was just so unoriginal, and it was just the same as what they've done before. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I like their old stuff. I really like their old stuff. I went and saw them at Reading Festival. I like Editors, but it just didn't grip me because it just sounded like everything else.
Nothing new.
No.
I like editing. Not a massive fan of Editors. What did I think? I put it on, and the first shot, it's just fucking bit of go in this, you know what I mean? Yeah, it sounds alright, this, I'll turn it up a bit, put the headphones on. And then it was track 2, I thought, I'll get the headphones off, get it on the CD player, get the boombox going, the whole thing. Put it in 3, but track 3, right, I thought I was getting louder and louder, get it in the car. And then I kind of felt that it just started to go, and I think that sort of the last half of the album was a bit of here's a slow one, here's another slow one, and I'm not a massive fan of slow ones.
So would you have preferred it if they mixed it up?
Maybe.
They did though.
Within reason,
after A Ton of Love, the third one, probably one of my favourites. The album it kind of dips down a bit to a bit more chilled out. Kind of Sunday afternoon listening. That kind of stuff, you just have it on in quiet in the background or something like that.
You actually go up to the album and go, right, this is the bit where we turn it.
Turn this down and smooth it out. And then it comes back up again for Formaldehyde and then goes back down again.
I know, I'll take it back, because when I meant it goes down, I mean just in general, I think even the one with the, it come back, or is it Formaldehyde?
Formaldehyde.
I thought even that, I thought, it's not alright. But it was just the fact that the first 3 were really, I was like, wow. I mean, it had a kind of 9 Inch Nails vibe going on, and I thought, this is something. Because I've never really heard much of the Editors. I'm not a massive indie fan. I'm a rock. No. I enjoyed, like I said, the first 4, and I thought, this is cracking, and then I don't know, they just kind of went, so that's the way I sort of marked it down. Did you think it was catchy, and were you singing along? Is there songs you're singing along?
I'm definitely singing along now because I've listened to it so many times this week.
Yeah.
But there's tracks on there that I think are really, even some of the slower ones like Nothing.
Yeah.
I really like that. I'm a sucker for anything with strings or pianos anyway. And it's got some really nice strings on there. It's really nice string section. And it's just, I think it just shows that they're not thinking, right, okay, we need drums, guitar, bass, and a singer. They're thinking, right, what can we do to try and do something different? Bit different.
Almost Muse-like. I think Muse do a lot of that, don't they? They're always like, it's, what's his name, Craig Bellamy.
Matt Bellamy.
Oh, okay, Craig from, sorry. It's my cousin. He always, the thing is, I always feel like he writes everything, which he kind of does. I'm not sure, I'm trying to find who writes the stuff in this. They had somebody leave, it says here, Chris Urbanovic, spells a bit funny. Comment below if you know how to pronounce it properly. But yeah, he said that it was a 5-piece. The guitarist left, and 2 new members were added. So did you hear those 2 new members in that?
No, you can't.
It might be different.
You can't hear the difference and stuff like that. It still sounds like editors.
I'm really surprised in that, with how unoriginal in terms of the editors it was for me. I couldn't tell the difference at all. And
so it made no, yeah. So that kind of says that somebody's writing the music.
Yeah, but that's kind of a letdown for me, because I think if you're having such a big changes to have 2 completely new members, it would be nice to see their input.
Yeah.
It obviously shows that they're not really giving them free rein to add much to it.
Would fans of the editors like such a big change?
But I'm a fan of the editors, and this for me was too much like their old stuff.
Yeah, but but for myself, I wouldn't want to see too much of a change, because that's the reason why I like the editors, because of...
Yeah, but you wanna hear some difference between the albums. You don't want it to be
that's fair enough, but you kind of want that editor's kind of sound, which you still got within
I think we're divided on that.
What about the bonus tracks in?
I didn't get a chance to listen to them.
They're on the limited edition, so you can go out and buy the That's something that winds me up as well about most things. If you're going to bring someone out, just bring it out. Stop kicking about with, if you give me another couple of quid, I'll slip you the ones I did in my bedroom on my guitar. But I'll skip through them, and I thought they were good versions of what they were.
Because they're all acoustic versions, aren't they? No, they are very good. It's good to hear the different ways that they
I think it's nice. I think
tracks and stuff like that. So.
If they just bring it out with the acoustic stuff, I think it's cracking. I think it's a great idea. I think you can enjoy different. Like if you're a DJ man, disc jockey. When you get different versions of you buy a single. Or a CD or something, and you get 3 or 4 different versions, don't you? And I think that's always great, because sometimes you find a version that you like a lot more, or the extended version, etc., for DJing with. And I think if you do have acoustic versions, I think it's great, but I think you should just stick them on there and stop charging people more money just because.
I think the main issue with that is really that you don't want 2 of the same song, though.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you release the album.
If it was a new track and only on there as acoustic, then yeah. But having 2 the same, it's
like in this day and age, though, how many people? Don't get me wrong. I know that there's a lot of the purists who like to go and buy the physical copy and stuff like that. Okay. Which, then two tracks are the same. 2 of the same tracks on that same CD. You're thinking,
well, just give them away for free. Put them on your site or something. Stick them on your site.
I do agree with you. It's I think they're really good ideas.
I think if you do an album, it's an album, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like an album extra, isn't it? It's like we're going to do MGAM extra, which we will do, but we won't charge for it. Right, go on, John. Score and any last final words.
If you're a fan of the editors, you will like the album. In my opinion, I'll give it 80 out of 100. Good production, just typical what you would expect from them. In my book.
Yeah, exactly what you'd expect in my book. Not necessarily a good thing. Production, skill, melodies, all of that. Great. You're giving me such evils, right? My main issue was.
Don't give me evils.
My main issues were the originality, as I said. I love editors. I really do. I really enjoy their music, but it was just kind of at times painful for me because it was just so much like their old stuff. But not necessarily a bad thing at the same time. I'm kind of contradicting myself. But I did enjoy it. And another thing that annoyed me was the name of the album. I thought it was a bit lame. It's very, very cheesy.
Should have called it Flamidoride or whatever.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah. I'm not really listening to editors. I like me heavier sort of stuff as well. And I liked half of it, so I didn't give it 50% because the way that I marked it, I said the production was very good, skills are very good, melodies are okay, catchiness, half and half. So I came up with 69.
Just to interrupt, I didn't give my score. It was 63.
63, 69,
80
from the editor, super fan over there. So overall, that's an MGAM score of 71. And I That's a bronze for you. You happy with that, John?
Yeah.
Ah, that's fair enough.
Really?
Looked like it.
I'm not getting dragged into this.